Well, no big surprise, but it looks like, I don't know if you can call it a friendship, a partnership. I don't know what it was actually, between Trump and Musk, seems to be over. It's interesting reflecting again a bit on friendship and what makes for a good friendship. Are friendships possible among powerful people? There's just obviously a lot of questions. One question I think that is interesting to think about, important to think about, is whether Trump's advisors advised him before this even got started with Musk, like, hey, Mr. Trump, President Trump, this is not a great idea. Certainly interact a bit with Elon Musk, but don't get too close. Don't bring him in too close. That's probably not a great idea. Whether the advisors felt comfortable telling him the obvious, or rather, they did tell him and he just didn't listen. He just felt like, oh, I can handle anybody. I can handle Elon Musk. And I think in this case, it's pretty obvious it takes two to tango. You got big personalities. Regardless of whatever you think about either one of them, enormously gifted, talented people in their own ways. And so pretty hard to have two people like that constantly in the same small space and interacting well. And so not surprising. Think about the transactional nature of their relationship, or the friendship, if you want to call it transactional friendship, which is obviously oxymoronic. And I always think back to someone really that is kind of more, even though he says things that are kind of off a little bit at times, quite a bit, and provocative. But I think about Charles Barkley and how he was the only one really willing to tell Michael Jordan that he was a great player, maybe the greatest ever, but he didn't know how to coach a basketball team. And then that cut off the relationship. But it's interesting that sometimes we find people that are willing to say the thing that very few, if any, are willing to say. And when we think about this thing with this situation, I don't know, you can't call it a relationship between Trump and Musk. It sure seems like either there were very few willing to say it, or actually President Trump just also did not want to hear it and thought that he could manage and deal with it, and it would be just fine.